Titles annual conference.
Oh yes, yep. That was really interesting. It's the first time I've been to that conference. It's been running for 5 years, and it's mainly for I guess the lawyers that specialise in unit titles and property, body corporates as well, and also body corporate managers. So that was the majority. I was the minority. I was the only building manager there for that conference, but I'll be there again next year, and I would like to see a lot of our team or our senior team going to that as well, because the amount of information and just areas that I could identify that we need to be able to not represent our body corporate committees, but just to give them an idea, or to guide them to the right person, or using the right resource for tricky situations, or when they just need guidance on an item. Body corporate committees are all volunteers, and they end up dealing with some really tricky matters, and instead of trying to shuffle or put something together, they just need to be using the right resource or the right person that's specialised in that area. So yeah, that was a really interesting conference, and just some, again, really good speakers that knew their stuff.
You were the only building manager there, and that's probably not entirely unexpected. They were probably like, what are you doing here? But that's because we don't get a mention in the Unit Titles Act, whereas the body court management role gets a mention, and so they're right in there. They're not in the gun, but they are part of the Unit Titles Act. Their role and their service is part of the Unit Titles Act. In some ways, it's quite a good thing that building management isn't part of the Act, but in some ways, it would be great if it was. I think it'd help, sort of tidy up the industry and drive better standards, and remove some of the cowboys that are out there.
Yeah, no, I agree. It would professionalise the building management, and it needs to be. There's a lot more health and safety and regulations around building management, or responsibilities, with regards to health and safety and compliance, and also privacy information, that you've got a complex with multiple residents, and you end up with a lot of their private information or contact details, CCTV surveillance, and there's a professional way to be dealing with all of that, and it's becoming a lot more important, especially with now AI, and how information can be shared very quickly or can be gathered very quickly. So building managers need to be to know just the boundaries or ways to protect information, the residents, and the health and safety one, again, that's just super important.